Okay. All right. Welcome, everybody, to this meeting of the Bend City Council. We have our 5 sitting councilors up here present. Councilor Campbell and Councilor Broadman said goodbye at our last meeting. They are not present tonight. And we are going to start with a couple of items and then get into the swearing in. And first, we're going to have presentation of the colors by the Bend Honor Guard. So if folks would stand, and we'll have the Honor Guard come in and present the colors. And they're coming out here to the side. All right.
Grace, Grace, oh, order, oh, close, peace, start.
Thank you very much, Sir Ben. Honor Guard, a round of applause, please, for our guest. All right. Next, we will have our land acknowledgement from Mayor Pro Tem Perkins. The Bend City Council would like to thank the Confederated Tribes of Warm Springs for offering this land acknowledgement for us to read during our meetings. We encourage everyone watching to learn about the Indigenous people whose homelands we occupy. We would like to acknowledge that the beautiful land known as Bend, Oregon, north to the Columbia River, is the original homelands of the Confederated Tribes of Warm Springs. The Confederated Tribes ceded this land in the Treaty of 1855 while retaining regular and customary hunting, fishing, and gathering rights. The Wanalama, Warm Springs, Wasco, and Northern Paiute people inhabited this area in certain seasonal times that clearly established their presence. It is also important to note that the Klamath Trail ran north through this region to the Great Celilo Falls trading grounds. This trade route expanded the impact of commerce between tribal nations. We acknowledge and thank the original stewards of this land. It is our hope that guests continue to honor and care for this land. Thank you. And then we have a special guest here.
Oh my
gosh. What a great way to get started this evening as we celebrate welcoming two members back to the council and new members to the council after our election. We're going to go ahead and do our administration of oaths for our 4 new folks that need to take oaths. And we have our municipal court pro tem judge, Aaron Zemper, here to help us with that. So Steve and Gina, if you want to come up, and Megan, come on down.
And I'm Aaron Zemper, and this is for a privilege and honor. I'm here tonight to administer an oath. Like all teams raise your right. Repeat after me. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully perform the duty of the office
God.
and support the Constitution and laws of the United States, State of Oregon, the City of Bend, during my incumbent.
Thank you so much, Judge, for helping us with that. Come on up and take your seats, folks. All right. It is official. We have our new council. So one more round of applause for our new council. Now the real work begins. Okay, so for the folks who are joining us or re-elected, we're going to offer everyone just a few minutes to say a few words. And we'll start down on your end. Councilor Franzosa, if you want to say anything, just go ahead and we'll let everyone have a chance.
Wonderful. Thank you. I was just thinking about tonight and I was right. This room is full of smiling faces and I'm really grateful that you're all here because I know that there are going to be some tough days ahead with not all smiling faces. And so I'm going to hold this vision in my mind as I go forward. But it is my honor to serve the city of Bend. And so thank you all for your support. And I look forward to working with you in the coming week.
Thank you.
Perkins. I've also been doing a lot of thinking, and I'm very honored to be sworn in for the Bend City Council for my second term. 4 years ago, things were so different that we weren't even allowed to be in this room in person and couldn't meet in person, I think, for the first 6 months or so of my first term. We were in the middle of a COVID pandemic, a racial justice movement,
and a very large increase in first-time homelessness. Being on council at that time was filled with a mix of exciting challenges and some really tough and brave decisions, and some real progress that followed those decisions. And this work is not easy or simple, but I look forward to more of those challenges and decisions these next 4 years. I really wanted to highlight two groups of people that make being on council and being remotely successful as a counselor possible. And the first is city staff. Nothing we do happens without city staff. They are a group of incredibly dedicated individuals who really care about the city. They took my newbie naivete and my relentless questions of like, why can't we do that? Can we do this? Or I have no idea what you're talking about, Russ. And it always made me feel really valued and treated me with consideration. And I hope that I do the same for them. And the second are family and friends. You cannot do this work that we're doing right now without the support and love of family and friends. There are some times that are pretty dark, and without them lifting up your spirits and telling them that, hey, you're good at being a counselor, I wouldn't be able to do it. And so my family is here, and I'm so grateful for them and their pride and support in my work. Thank you. I wanted to finish by giving my thanks and my dearest hope for the safety of our Central Oregon firefighters that are headed to California right now to help with the devastating fires there. It is the Oregon way to assist our neighbors, and I know that they will be a huge help in that effort. And thank you very much, and I look forward to the next 4 years. It's Honoris. Thank you so much. And thank you all for coming and joining us here this evening. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to my wonderful family who is here, my girls and my parents and my sister. And unfortunately, my husband had class tonight, so he could not make it, but I couldn't do it without you. And I am just so appreciative. I too wanted to thank our city staff. I greatly appreciate all their advice. They are such great leaders in our community and really offer us so much information and knowledge in order to make informed decisions. And so we're so very appreciative of all their work and service. I look forward to working with new colleagues, and not old, like age old, but old colleagues, and working together to transform our city, to do what's best for our city, and really make sure that we are doing everything we can to be good stewards of our city. I greatly appreciate everyone here this evening, and thank you so much. Councilor Black.
Thank you. Apologize, I have teacher voice. I was teaching class all day today, so I apologize for that. First of all, I want to start out by thanking voters for endorsing my run for the city council. And then I want to thank Catherine, my wife here, and our children, Sharon Ruth, who is, I think, streaming or watching from afar, and my son, Stephen, here, who encouraged me to the run, and for being here as well this evening. I choose to serve to push back against the sense the problems of our world are too big for us to impact. And I believe that individual actions build movements, and our example can and will inspire others to contribute to the greater good. In fact, I teach physics and for a living, and I can assure you that good energy will travel throughout the universe and resonate with the actions of others and build the impact of our collective efforts. So I ran for the opportunity to serve all members of our community, and that's exactly what I plan to do. That said, I haven't done anything yet, so I don't have much more to add this evening. And besides, Catherine made me promise not to pontificate if I got in this role. Our community will believe in the value of good government when they see us delivering in ways that improve their lives measurably and in the near term. I look forward to working with you all, with our mayor, my fellow councilors, and the city staff to get stuff done. It's time to get to work. Thanks.
Anything, Councilman, Councilor Riley, and briefly?
Sure. I think that when I was thinking about when I was beginning my term 2 years ago, what the right metaphor for a council is, and I think I had settled on a band because I feel like each of us brings a different perspective and brings different strengths. And considering how much we've accomplished in the last 2 years and how much I feel like we need and want to accomplish, I was reconsidering that metaphor and wondering if maybe a rowing crew might be more appropriate because we can row pretty fast when we row together. But really, I just wanted to say welcome and welcome back. Thank you.
Hey, Councilor Riley.
I'm excited to continue to do the work and to get to work, as Councilor Platt said. And I'm just honored to be city council and represent and serve everyone in our community. And I'm honored to be part of what I believe is a great American democracy. And I do actually think we're going to have some stressful times ahead. But I think making government work and making democracy work at the local level is one of the ways that we can continue to constantly reclaim and reinvigorate our democracy. And I think that's something we've always had to do as a nation. and we're going to continue to have to do it moving forward. So I'm just really honored to be part of making that happen as one member of one council in one city in our great country, and making it work for everyone that's part of our community, regardless of race, and if they're part of the LGBTQ community, if they're immigrants, and making sure that this community works for everyone.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm really excited to work with this council. I think we're going to continue to do great things. And I think the theme you're going to see from this group of people, and why I'm glad that we have a couple folks who are new and a couple returning, is we're here to get stuff done, and we're here to make government work for the people. And I think that's why we had overwhelmingly the voters saying, yes, we want to see things done. We want to see you work on housing and homelessness and transportation and climate. Those are the values of our community that we represent up here. And we're here not just to talk about it, but to do things about it, whatever we can do at the local level, which is where it's going to be happening, I think, in the next 4 years and beyond. Really grateful to have all you up here with me, excited to get going. And we only have 2 things on our agenda tonight. One is selection of the mayor pro tem, and in the other, we will reconvene as the Bend Urban Renewal Agency to select a chair there. But we'll start with the mayor pro tem. This does require a motion and a second and some votes. And so folks can nominate or throw your hat in the ring, whatever you'd like to do.
I'd like to nominate Councilor Perkin for a second term as mayor. I so move.
I'll second that.
All right. Councilor Perkins, are you willing to continue serving as mayor pro tem?
Absolutely.
Okay. Any other nominations from the group? All right. Hearing none, I think we can go ahead and vote. So all those in favor of the motion for Councilor Perkins to continue as mayor pro tem, please say aye.
Aye.
All right. Great. That was easy. Done. Check. All right. We're going to now adjourn as city council and reconvene as the Bend Urban Renewal Agency. So I'll tap to indicate that. Our chair was formerly Councilor Campbell, who's not on the council anymore. So we do need to select a new borough chairperson and a vice chairperson. In case the chairperson is not at a meeting, we do want to have a vice chairperson that can run the borough meeting if needed. Same deal as before. We need a motion in a second, and nominations are open.
I would like to nominate Mike Riley for chair of borough.
I will second that motion.
Okay. A motion and a second. Mike?
Yep.
Willing?
definitely.
Okay.
Yep.
Anyone else interested in borough chair or nominations from the floor or from the body? Okay. Hearing a motion and a second. All those in favor of Mike as borough chair, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, great. You can adjourn the borough meeting then.
And
No.
do we want to,
Or we need the vice chair.
I
That's
think
right.
So we need to
Yeah.
entertain a motion for vice chair.
Yeah.
I would nominate Gina Franzosa as vice chair.
All right. We have a second for
If
that.
you'd be willing.
I would second that.
All right. We got a second and a motion.
Yeah.
Okay. And Gina, you're willing to step in if Mike is not available? Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right. All those in favor of Gina as vice chairperson for borough, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Now we can adjourn borough, and we will adjourn our meeting. We have some refreshments here. We are going to stick around and mingle, and that's going to conclude the shortest meeting we will have as a council. So thank you, everybody, for being.
Thanks for coming tonight.
Amazing.